You in the middle. You see.
Hey everybody, this is Sonia. Welcome to Behind the Scenes of Hollywood. As I said, I am your host Sonia and my lovely co-host Shanisa, and we have a guest in the building. What's up, Miss Millie? Woo!
Hey everybody.
So I'm over here calling you Carol. Okay, where does Miss Millie come from? What's
Ooh.
going on? I be
Oh,
over here like
man,
Carol
did you just-
with your
You got
Facebook.
alias?
Look, with your
I
Facebook
know, look,
government name.
I don't give nobody my government name.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Except Facebook.
But
Okay.
yeah, it said Facebook. But you know what? Only reason why I changed it on Facebook because
We all got an alter ego.
yeah, and I had to prove everybody wrong because I'm a mother of 6, and everybody used to say, "Oh, that man ain't gonna marry you," and, you know.
Oh.
So I was just like, when I finally got married, I said, you know what? Let me show these bitches.
Right.
Carol Montgomery on the
Flash the
scene.
brain.
I
Flash it
love
though.
it.
Yes, baby.
Ooh.
So Millie came from about 2011. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a millionaire one day. And so of course, I cut it down to Millie. So after a while, when people started saying, "Hey, Carol," I didn't respond.
Okay.
I said, "Cause you know I gotta mark my brand of what I'm gonna be."
Yes, ma'am.
So after that,
Millie.
it became Millie.
How many years
Millie.
now has it been Millie from?
Woo, what is it? 23. Girl, don't make me count. From 2011 to now.
Oh, okay. I
So
love
yeah,
it.
it's been a very long time.
I love it.
Yeah, so you call me Carol in the streets, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
don't
recognize
answer.
you.
I like it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna answer.
Goes. I love it.
That's
I
right.
love
Speak
it.
it into existence.
Oh
Millie
yeah.
is here with us today to talk entertainment news. You know,
Yeah.
kind of see if she likes it and see what we do up in here. And
I'm already loving it.
you already
Alright.
loving it.
Man, what?
Right? The feel is popping up in here,
Yes,
right?
the vibe, the energy is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah.
I'm from Ohio. She's from Chicago. So
Sup,
I
son?
love that you were from Atlanta. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Straight Decatur all day.
Oh yeah, Decatur wears greater.
That's right.
Okay. Look, people be trying to call us peaches. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been here for
Yeah,
I think
you-
for 23 years.
Well, you earned the name then.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's how I
So what
feel.
about
She don't want to
people that's
accept
really
it.
from
I
Atlanta?
take my crown. The peach is
Well,
a crown. to
Because
me.
How long
the
you
thing
been
is,
here?
I feel like it's
20-something.
offensive
Okay.
to a real Atlanta peach. Like calling it, I don't know. I just feel like, I mean,
Well, it's like, to me, it's no different than somebody that come from another country and been here long enough. You earned it.
because everybody came from Atlanta. I mean, everybody came to Atlanta from other places. You very seldom
I'm
meet.
born.
Yeah, you very seldom because you know Atlanta's the place everybody want to run to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, I know more people from other places that live here rather
Okay.
than true ATLians.
Yeah, that's true
Exactly.
too. I know a lot of people from different states versus Atlanta.
Yeah,
I get along food with a lot of people.
we
no more.
run here. We everybody else run here. We want to see what y'all got in Atlanta. Then we don't
Man.
leave. We stay. I've been here
Shoot,
23 years.
I'm trying to get out of Atlanta.
And go where?
Yeah,
I
that's
wanna, LA or either Arizona.
I could do LA
I
or
don't
New
want to
York.
do Texas.
You know, 50 in Texas now. He been wearing cowboy boots and hats and everything,
Really?
riding the rodeos and all kind of stuff. 50 having fun in Texas. He's
Nah, I don't
adopting
wanna do
well.
Texas.
They love him there. They love him.
No disrespect, but I don't want to do Texas. I want to do more Cali.
Do Arizona.
Yeah,
Do
or either
Cali.
Arizona. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I could never go back into Ohio.
Really? It's dry.
It's dry. It's gloomy.
Yeah.
It's ugly.
It's dry. It
don't
look
like it.
dusty.
It is.
It's dusty.
Where
It is.
Ohio.
Ohio.
What?
Yeah, it's just a gloomy feel. It's kind of like
Okay, so I
the
felt that too.
buildings. Yeah, the buildings that are there, like they dingy. They've been there forever. Like I
Right.
love how in Atlanta, I can be driving down the street. And it'll be a building. I drive by the next week, they done took it down, and then a month later, it's something
Right, it's
completely
something new.
Like,
Right, yeah.
I love new construction. I love all that. When I go back to Cincinnati, I drive down the street, and it's the same stuff on Corrine Avenue as when I was like 5 years old.
Oh, damn.
It doesn't change.
Oh, that ain't good.
I'm telling you, go downtown, everything, nothing changes.
I went to Ohio. I had to take my kids.
And you never went back, did you?
Man, what?
Okay, exactly.
No. Mm-mm. Only reason why I took that long drive because she was like, I'm gonna keep the kids for a whole month.
So you was
And,
like, all right,
man, we
kids, on
left
the
two.
way.
I took an hour nap, and I woke up at 2 a.m. Get out, let's go, y'all, let's go. Cause I
Who is
I
it that
needed
lives
that break. My kid's grandmama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she still live there to this day. So,
Really? Is
yeah.
she in Cincinnati or is she somewhere else? In?
Cincinnati Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So, yeah.
nothing. It's nothing going on there.
Mm-mm.
At all.
I wasn't there. You couldn't pay me to live there. You couldn't.
Give me free everything. I can't do it. But yeah, so you know, you're a true ATL person. We just been here 2 decades. So.
Which I earned the name. You earned the name.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
I
thank
claim
you.
both cities. I'm claiming Chi till I die.
There
I
you
claim
go.
it Atlanta Peach all day long. I support the Falcons. You know,
Okay.
even
Yeah,
though
I
they're
support the
losing.
Falcons. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I was mad when Georgia Bulldogs beat my Buckeyes because I went to Ohio State.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I'm rooting for the Bulldogs.
I'm Bulldog
my
all
team,
day.
I will. Who did they play? It was before New. Was it New? Yeah, no. When? Who did Georgia play in their championship? Michael, who was that? Georgia, when everybody was out here and they played,
Yeah, who? I forgot because I watched the game.
and I was like, yeah, and I was like, you know what? If you can't beat them, join them, because we
Right.
Buckeyes had just lost to them like a week and a half before that. So, but anyway, Sonia, I know you're gonna ask us
Watch.
what we did on the weekend.
Yeah, what
For the
y'all do
weekend.
for the weekend? What you do, Shanisa?
I've been planning. My dad's having a party with the mayor, an event, I should say, but it's
All right.
a party.
Nice. Can we
it's-
come? You
Yeah,
want to come?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look, I want a ticket to the mayor's ball too. So
Yeah, it's there. We're doing that on May 6th. It's a rooftop party. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Somebody was like, "Hold on, your dad in politics now?" Because my dad be all over the place,
Okay.
and I was like, "Not really in politics, but
He know a lot of people.
He know a lot of people. Like I was at my parents' house about a week ago, and he's sitting there on his phone texting somebody, cracking up laughing. I'm like, who is that? We go over. It's Brian Kemp. It's our governor. They texting back and forth, cracking up laughing. Him and my
Man,
dad.
tell Brian Kemp I need my
You need this
my
out, too.
email money, whatever that was
Right.
called.
yeah.
But one thing I think about like politicians in the South, people automatically think a lot of white politicians are racist, and that's not true always.
Oh, it's not. What?
No, because I'm gonna tell you, when Mary Norwood, when she was, she wanted to be mayor again, and so my old radio station, it was an AM station. Mary came down, we interviewed her, loved us to death. She came back down, brought Channel 11 News, with sweetest lady in the world. And so when I was telling this guy he would come on and do the show like 2 times a week, I remember telling him that I had interviewed her before, and he seemed cool, So Rob Pitts had an event. He asked me and my old co-host, well, he would do the show 2 days a week, to host the event. We're there. Mary Norwood comes in, and she runs up to me. She's like, "Shanice, oh my God," laughing, talking. She looked at the guy that, did the show with me sometimes. She was like, "Oh my God, I love you. I watch you guys, And she's going on and talking. So she walks off. And then he was like, "Am I supposed to know who this white lady was?" He was like, who is she? And I was like, "Mary Norwood." And that's when he said, "You gotta be kidding me." He said, the news painted her, everybody painted her as this racist, white lady that was a Republican before, when really she was in between. But like, he just really went in. He said, "Now I'm gonna tell you, I side-eyed you when you told me that she was on your show twice." He said,
Wow.
"But that lady," he said, "she was as sweet as he was like, I love this lady that was just
Oh, you
right
know
here."
what?
And he said, "I cannot believe this," So anyway, politicians in the South, they ain't all white ones. They ain't always racist. People just think that.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah,
true.
and it's about politics. And my dad, he's not officially in politics, but we're going to turn up and have a good time. I'll give y'all the details.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm ready for it.
So yeah, I don't say that every white politician is racist, but a lot of them are. Just like every single white person is not racist.
Right.
And every single black person, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a general, statement.
But you know what? To get back to what you was saying when you everybody painted a picture of her. Okay, I've been in them shoes before, and I was painted a picture as a murderer.
What?
Yeah,
Girl,
my
what you
kid's
do?
father.
Oh.
So
Oh, my goodness.
when everybody painted that picture, I had a lot going on that, I was getting endorsements from, and it messed everything up because of the picture people painted. And then when
And it's
certain
not
people
always
came,
true.
right, and when people came around me, they was like, "Dang, Millie, you ain't nothing like what such and such said." And I was just like, "Okay, well, what was said?"
Right.
"Oh, well, I heard you did this, you did that, and you had said." I was just like, "Wait a minute, what?" And
People are quick to come to
Right.
assumptions.
Right.
Yeah.
And they are. So I was just like, "Oh, okay. Well, no, Millie just stay out the way. I
Right.
don't mess with nobody."
Exactly.
You know, but when people paint a picture of you, it can mess up a lot of stuff for you
A lot
until
of
that
people-
person encounter you themselves.
Exactly. A lot of people, black people, wouldn't vote for her. They was like, oh, you know, she this, she that. And
Right.
Ellis, he came out on social media and was like, y'all ain't gonna believe this. He was like, the lady that I met, he was like, she remind me of my aunt. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, she ran over. She's like, oh my God, I watched you guys on Facebook. I mean, she was so, and hugging him. And he was like, that's the lady that
Everybody
they
talking about.
portrayed, you know,
Right,
the way
right.
they did.
That stuff ain't no joke when people do
It's
that.
not. It's not. So, you know, she didn't win, you know, but the crazy thing was she showed us so much love. Like I said, brought the news channel down to she could have brought them anywhere because they were following her, you know, during her campaign. She was like, I love you. I'm coming down there. Yeah. And it gave us a lot more, you know, respect.
Uh-huh.
That show. I was loving it.
So, Millie, what did you do this weekend?
What was this weekend? 'Cause
Right?
it looked
What?
like soon I blinked, the day is Monday or
Okay.
Tuesday. What was this past weekend?
I was just planning an event. That's all.
Nothing really.
Okay.
Wash clothes,
All right.
deal
Right,
with
you
the
say wash
kids.
clothes.
Yeah, being a housewife. You
Okay.
know.
Right.
But this past week I took my kids to a sneaker ball, so
Oh,
I did
sneaker
do
ball?
something.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Where
the
was
church
it
at the church.
What church you go to?
Divine House of Praise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, God's still working on me.
Look, you working on all of us.
Okay, got his
All
hand
of
on
us,
me.
girl. I'm telling you.
Right.
All of us.
But yeah, I did that this weekend. I got all the kids haircuts, went and bought everybody new sneakers and nails done for the girls. You know, whatever they needed. I pretty much dedicated that to them.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
But I told them spring break, they better not bother me because I'm different.
Okay.
Even though it's for them, I'm different spring break.
I hear
So,
you,
yeah.
girl. Yes. Sonia, what did you do?
Well, y'all know I went to Shaq's birthday
Yes.
party. You know what I'm saying? Okay. See, Shaq is a Pisces like me. So we
Okay.
really turned up. You know what I mean? So when I see him, I be like,
Did you
"That's-
dance?
Yeah, well, I do it all. You know what
For
I'm
real?
saying?
Did you do a
That's like-
split?
No, I ain't do no split. Sometimes they be wanting me to bust a split on the dance floor. But
You
that,
got to.
I say that for the skating rink. That's it. That's the only time y'all gonna see me bust it
Don't
wide
let me
open.
part with you because I'm going to want to see that on the floor.
Touch the floor.
I'm going to want to see it. I told you I'm just the clap, the twerk queen. That's all I can do. Other than that, you if you catch me doing that new.
Okay, that's right. You gonna be the one to twerk. So when we get to the party, I'll be like,
Hey.
I mean, I can
You-
dance sexy, but my twerking, it ain't what it
I need to
should
give you some
be.
skills, girl.
Yeah. You want to do it right now?
Oh, what?
okay.
Don't
Like, we
look,
gotta drop the
don't
camera down low.
tell
We're gonna
me.
adjust the camera.
Just
Right.
But I'm serious, you gonna do
You
a
got to bring that
split.
camera way back there.
So you gonna twerk at the party, but you gonna do a split too?
Nah, I
No,
can't
she
do no
said the
split.
split.
Oh,
for
okay. 'Cause
you.
that's a whole
Yeah.
different thing. Like you being healed.
Man, if I could do a
I be
split.
concerned about messing up my skates. Like I have not done a split in my brand new $700 skates. Yes, for that
Skates cost
reason.
that much?
Yeah, right. When you
But
real
yeah,
serious about it,
custom made.
I got friends that paid that, and the fact the
I've seen people pay 2,000.
2,000.
Really?
And
What
the
can
ones
they do? What can they do to the skate
I
besides
don't
put
know.
4 wheels
I'm
on?
not a
Ah, you say
skater.
you put
And
four wheels
decorated.
roll around. No, you gotta have the proper bar.
Do they,
Like
do they stop
skater.
on their own?
Nah, they don't stop. Then do they
they
roll
do
you
the
around?
splits on their
No,
own?
but you're
Like-
gonna roll better. Like if you have better wheels and
Okay.
better bearings inside
Yeah.
of your wheels, you're gonna go faster. So
Okay.
that's what happened. One of my friends, she bought her skates and she didn't understand that changing
Okay.
those wheels. She was like, "Why can't I keep up?" And so
Okay.
once she changed the bearings in the wheels, she was rolling past me. I was like, "Yeah, you get it
Okay,
now.
I'm gonna have to see this.
You get
because
it." Because you
I
don't want to
had
have
to
to do all
skate
that extra work. So the more you
Yeah.
pay for the skates, the less extra work you really are doing.
Wow.
Yeah, like if you go rent the skates, the
So
skates
it's
is
really
going
You
this
get
way.
some cheap. You get some little cheap skates, then yeah, you're gonna be doing all the work.
Baby,
be doing
I
all
don't go
that.
past but the rental skates.
See, and the rental skates is going two different ways because
And you know what they do?
in them. Yes.
No wonder I bust my ass every time.
That's right. You wonder like what's
Wow.
going
Yeah,
on?
because my skates be like this. They be
Right,
like,
they coming in now. Very
oh,
hard to deal
wow.
with.
I never
That's too
knew
funny.
skating was that deep.
It is. It's
Wow.
serious.
My little niece, my best friend's daughter, she's trying to ice skate now, and yeah, like
Really?
she now has an injury because she's also in track. She has an injury from ice skating. Like she's going to
Oh,
do physical
man.
therapy for
Oh,
ice
baby.
skating.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
her,
man.
yeah. So
I'd be
basically,
devastated.
yeah, it's a little, yeah. A lot can go down.
Yeah.
Can go down.
For sure. But look, everybody was at Shaq's party. You know what I'm saying? It was Head Crack from Morning Hustle. And I know
Okay.
he-
Not with them anymore.
yeah, that's the
though.
exclusive, baby. He is gone from Morning Hustle.
Well, he did a whole Instagram video of
I
talking
know a lot
about
of people
it.
didn't see it, so I pretended like that. I'm the
Oh,
first
you
one.
pretended like,
No, don't be ready on my parade. I'm the first one he
Oh.
ever told.
Oh, wow.
I said, look, and you my best friend in my head. He said, nah, we best friends for real. Okay,
That's
then.
what's up.
Now we best friends for real. All y'all heard it on Power 108.9.
I couldn't hear the interview when it was like music. It was a party.
music,
Yeah, I
loud.
couldn't hear nothing he was really
You
saying.
hear nothing?
Mm-mm.
I don't know why I
It
heard
was
it.
the music like, in the background. I was like, turn up the volume. I was like, but a lot of times when you do interviews, when you out like that, it you know,
It
it's
is.
kinda
It's
hard.
very difficult. Yeah. And I had a boom on my mic too, so I thought that we were handling it. But then when I got to the guy who played Biggie in Notorious, the movie, the mic really went out. Then that's the one you really can't hear. So on my page, you go to my page.
What's his name?
His real name is Jamal Willard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Jamal
Somebody
Willard.
just said he's on a bunch of not
Tubi.
Tubi. It was a Tubi movie.
Yeah.
They was like, does he have something to do like producing it? Because oh boy, from B2K2, he produces and he's in a lot of movies on Tubi too.
Yeah, Tubi is
I gotta
popping now.
watch
Everybody
Tubi.
got
I
all
ain't
this
seen
Tubi
Tubi's
stuff going on. Okay.
It's free. Now it is not gonna be yeah.
It
It's
look
gonna
like
be
something
a
that
little,
we'll just.
I mean,
Everybody
sometimes
talk
the
about that too, but I gotta check it out.
They have good movies. Some are a little bit more low budget,
Okay.
and some are higher budget.
Okay.
So, but Erica Mena, our girl Erica Mena, she's in a movie on Tubi. Is Stepmother 1 and 2. She crazy as hell. This movie is like when
I'm
my
about to
mom told me,
download
I was like, I don't think I'm gonna watch it. It was good. She's
so
a
funny.
very good actress.
She's a good
and I'm
actress.
surprised.
And
We're all surprised.
You know what? I'm not surprised. I believe that. I believe she could be a good actress because she be doing a lot of acting on Love and Hip Hop. Okay.
Yeah,
Really?
but like this was a whole nother. It was, I don't know. Two people that surprised me lately was her in those two movies, and then I finally saw House of Gucci, Lady Gaga. She was really good. Good
You did not
actress.
see House of Gucci?
I hadn't seen
Right, right. I'm
When
late.
did you
I
see
ain't
it?
seen it all.
Either, so I
I was doing a whole
I
bunch of stuff during that time
Oh,
period.
y'all so late.
But
That was
that was my time when I was
outside.
doing a lot of movie premieres and all that, but
Okay.
I didn't.
Well, you
I
got an
didn't see
excuse
that one.
then. I'll let you slide.
Yeah, I didn't see
I
that
was
one.
slide
outside.
then.
I didn't know
It's,
what's
the
happening.
House of Gucci was pretty good.
It
though.
was very good. I was very surprised. And Lady Gaga, she was.
Oh, she played
got her
that
A-
role.
I was
Yeah.
like, bitch, are you like
Yeah.
she
That's
needs
who I
to
wanna meet.
that needs to be her second, like music is
Mm-hmm.
her first love, but that needs to be she needs to do more acting because she killed that part.
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize that the lady, killed her husband and all that.
That's
that
what I said. I ain't gonna lie, I
right.
went
We're
to
not
Google
telling the story
it.
because this is a true story and it's on all news.
Right.
But
I went and checked
I
it
had
out
to
because I couldn't
Google it
believe
and
it either.
everything. I was
Yeah.
tripping. But but let's get into this entertainment news. I'm sorry. I know these people. This is what they came to see.
Oh, that's what they came for.
I think so. I don't know. That's what they usually get.
Oh, well, what about the chain that I didn't finish my Shaq story.
Go ahead.
Shaq had on a $5 million motherfucking chain. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Okay, with $1,000 diamonds in it. Okay,
That's
and he's
what's
7'1" tall. So can't nobody
Well,
reach up and snatch you.
I
He
wouldn't
wasn't
got a
worried
chance
about
to
that.
see it because I'm ain't number 5'3".
Right.
So
Look, all of us.
I would have
were
been in the
midgets
chair and be
under
like,
him.
come a little closer.
I got a picture of me and him because I interviewed him in 2020, right before the pandemic. We did 3 interviews, and everybody's like, "You look like a toddler standing next to
Right.
him." I like a toddler.
Oh, well, how tall are you?
I'm 5'4". I'm just an inch taller.
You
than
just an
you.
inch taller than me.
And Shaq, look, girl, everybody was like, and then it was good though when we did the interview because I was sitting down with him like this, so it didn't look as bad. And I
Right.
was like this,
Trying
trying
to
to,
keep your composure. Okay.
yeah. But he's a tall one. He's
I'm
really
5'7".
sweet too.
And he walked through the crowd. He was at least a foot taller than everyone there. Just imagine, I know guys that are 6 feet tall, and he's 7'1". So
I knew
he
dudes
was
that's
a
like
giant
6'5".
over everybody.
Over everybody.
Over everybody.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel. Well, my husband, he's so tall. I just
Because
be
your
like,
husband is 6'5", right?
he's 6'6".
6'6".
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he could just sit in long on top of my head. Sometimes I be feeling like a little kid because he's so big, but that's what I pray for.
That's
So
good.
Okay, look
I need
at
something I can climb, you know what I mean?
Look at God. Uh-huh.
She's talking about looking.
That's
She
right. She said she prayed
hey,
for him.
I'm
What
praying for that,
did
girl.
did you do the Sierra prayer? How long you
Hey.
been married?
Me, actually, it was February 22nd was 1 year.
Oh, yeah.
So,
really?
yeah,
Well, all right. So
yeah.
you had an opportunity to do
Yeah.
her prayer. What was your prayer? Was it similar to
You
hers
know
or
what? You know what? Everybody say the Sierra prayer, but honestly, your details are different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Different
saying?
details of what
So
want.
you know what? I'm the type. I pray for stuff like Lord, let him be a freak and handsome.
Ah!
You know what I mean?
All right.
Because if you don't be, I'm telling y'all.
Can you imagine how this goes?
Yeah, hey, why you
I
playing?
want him to
Girl, I was
lift
in my
me
bed. I was in my bed. I said,
and
Lord,
not lift me up mentally. I'm talking about lift
look,
me up.
look, why you playing? That's how it was.
I need somebody to
Man.
pick me up.
And
I
slow
said,
me down.
let me tell you, I'm gonna give y'all an example of this prayer. So I was like, me and my ex broke
This is
up.
our relationship specialist. Okay.
Me and my ex broke up that I dealt with for years, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm tired. I ain't finna date with nobody else. You know, most men always want a pretty woman with a big booty. I'm like, okay, cool.
And you both.
Yeah, and I had to attract. I attract men.
You
that,
got small waist too and big. You
Do you think? Girl,
Yeah.
pudge.
No,
But
girl.
I when I left my ex alone, like I tell a lot of women, I say, you know what? Don't sleep with nobody when you get done with the last. Because sometimes you do need to detox yourself.
You do.
That's right.
You know, because my ex was very tempting, like, you know, because I know, like, that hood love. I'd be like, okay, this is going to be our last time. Then we back
Call
up.
me after this.
Right. Then we back to rah, 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 because we don't put it on each other. But then I was just like, you know what? I got to stop. Because I want a man that's going to love me for real. So when I cut him off, I didn't date, like, sleep with nobody.
You have
I
to
didn't
stop.
do none of that. And
You
I
gotta
tell a lot of
purge
women,
yourself.
I said, give yourself 21 days.
It's too much.
You ain't gonna, and it's too much out here
It's
too.
baggage, and then it's like, you know,
And
you
those,
gotta,
and those spirits do carry.
hello, right
do
there.
carry.
You got to detoxify.
So
You detox.
I was in the bed and I looked at my babies was little kids at the time when he came in their life, and I just said, God, I need a man at least 6'6" or 6'7". I said he gotta be
Dang.
handsome. I want him chocolate. You know, I gotta be able to stand and look
I'ma
at him
talk
when
to
he
you later
sleep, cause I ain't want
tonight,
no
God.
bugaboo.
Ooh,
You know,
no.
sometimes you can look at somebody that be ugly and you be like, damn, why I do that? I said, but God, I want him to be handsome. You know, and Lord, please let him be a freak. You know, I was detailed. You know, because I know
want
my
him to
drive.
lift me up
You know,
physically.
I know my sex drive, so I'm like, Lord, I said, but next man I'm gonna be with gonna be my husband. And I told God everything that I want. I said, God, I need him to be faithful, humble, because I'm a pit bull. And if you can't handle me in my mouth, we ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not argumentative at all, but if you try to check me, I'm going there. So I told God every single detail that I wanted. And I actually met my husband on Facebook.
Okay.
We had 141 mutual friends, and he kept liking all my pics. And I just said, "Who is this?"
And that's that little flirt. Remember they used to poke you back
yeah,
in the day?
yeah,
on
he
Facebook?
did. And I said, "What that mean? He want to do the booty?" Like, that poking. I'm like,
Yeah, they
oh,
do
he
that
want to
on
get
Facebook.
nasty. Okay, let me see who this guy is. So we had a lot of mutual friends, and I looked at him. I said, "Oh, no, he looks short. On his pictures, he looks short." So I seen that he was training kids for basketball, and my boss was playing basketball. So I inboxed him. And he was just like, hey, Miss Millie. I said, boy, don't miss me, but thank you. So we chatted. We exchanged numbers. Back in 2018, we exchanged numbers.
Y'all are a beautiful couple
And,
too.
and he called me because I told him, I said, well, call me when you available so we can get your schedule. So he called me, and of course, I was rough right off the hand. I was like, who is this? How you get my number? This is a new number. You know, I forgot all about him. I
Right.
honestly did. And he was like, this Jeremiah with the coaching? And I said, oh, hey, my voice changed.
Got real cute.
Yeah, I got real cute. And I was like, oh, hey, how you doing? And he was like, I'm doing good. He was like, you said you stay on the south side. I said, yeah, I do. He was like, you wanna meet right quick? He said, before I get to know your kids. And I was cool with that because I need to feel your vibe before I let you around my babies. You know? So I met him, and we went to this Mexican restaurant, and I told my best friend literally 2 days before I physically met him, I said, girl, the man that dance with me anywhere and don't care who around, that's the man for me. So we went to the Mexican restaurant, and my homegirl hit me up. She was like, you ready to go? I said, nah, bitch. I'm like, excuse my language. I was like, nah. I said, nah, bitch, you can't come now. I'm finna meet this guy, and I don't want you to be in the third wheel, but she came anyway. So
She was like,
yeah,
yeah.
she was like, girl, do he got a brother? And I was
When
like,
she saw him,
yeah, I was like, don't try it. I'll
do
beat your
he?
head right now.
Look, does he
I was
have
like,
a
I'm gonna get this piece of me, you know.
that's so funny.
A song came on in the restaurant, and the restaurant was crowded. And I stood up, I said, come dance with me. And he got the deepest dimples and the prettiest white teeth. And I was like, are them teeth yours? And he was like, yeah, they mine. They better be. So I said, come dance with me. And when he stood up, and I was like, Oh, crap.
You was like, oh.
I said, how tall are you? He was like 6'6".
She was like, thank you, God.
And I did. And I said, oh, thank you, Jesus. I said, but you lying. I said, let me see your ID. Girl, I seen the ID. He was 6'6". I said, Jesus, I know you don't work that fast, but thank you. You know, and he danced with me the first time meeting me. And everybody in the building clapped. And it looked like a little fake love story, but it was real. And after that, we just started kicking it heavy and heavy and heavy. And of course, we dated people in between us actually hanging because I was just like, okay, he a pretty boy. He ain't gonna, I can't take him serious. You know, because attractive built men, you gonna be like,
And in
okay, you a
Atlanta,
player.
Right.
Everybody
You know,
knows.
these chicks be thirsty here,
Man,
too.
what? So, you know, I let him do his player cards. I left him alone. I didn't push him. I didn't try to force him to be a man that I wanted him to be.
Yeah.
Because when you force a man, they're going to do it temporarily. And then they're going to go back being that guy. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't force him. I let him do what. I said, man, get all them hoes out your system if you're going to be with me. Go ahead, get it out your system. I said, because I got a little work to do, too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't all on
Get out
him.
my system, too.
I said, I got to get this player card out of me. You know, we're going to date. So we did. We changed our numbers so our exes couldn't reach us no more. And when I tell you, when we finally changed our number that we had for years and nobody could reach us, it's like me and him just crazy glue. You know, we stuck together like glue.
That's some good advice.
Yeah.
She's our relationship expert.
Okay.
But
So,
yeah, I
changing
tell
the numbers. When somebody willing to change that number that they've had,
man, what for
I've had this
years?
phone for 23 years. If somebody was to come in and be like, "Babe, I want you to just change your number," I'm gonna be like,
Right.
what? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like most people aren't willing to do that. So the fact that both of y'all were willing to do that,
But you know
for
what?
each
We
other?
did it. We honestly changed our numbers without telling each other. And that was the
Oh.
crazy part about it.
Wow.
So he called my phone and I was like, who is this? He said, me, baby, I changed my number. And I was like, I said, I was finna do the same thing. I'm glad you called me first.
right?
You know, because we wouldn't have had each other number till he got home.
Right.
But I ended up changing mine because of the ex that just kept texting and I'm just like,
So it was
okay.
a fresh start for both of y'all.
It really, I ain't gonna lie, it felt good. It really felt good. So any woman that want to be loved correctly, give yourself 21 days without sleeping with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And stay focused on you and what you're trying to do. And that junk really helps. Because a lot of women say, yeah, stay focused on yourself. Love yourself first. And at first, I was just like, okay, how do you love yourself? And then when I figured out loving myself was not tolerating the bullshit that I didn't have to tolerate. You know what I'm saying? I said, because my daddy never argued with my mama. My daddy bought my mama roses when it wasn't even Valentine. So it was like, okay, you know what you saw.
That's how.
So
I am,
why
too.
you're accepting this and then not knowing that, especially when you have kids, your kids are watching you. You know, if you got daughters, they're going to do the same thing. Okay, mama, you did it. You dealt with a man that did this to you. And I also dealt with
They watch it
domestic
all.
violence. Right, they are sponges. And I dealt with domestic violence for 5 years straight. So it's like, okay, let me isolate myself. And then that's when I literally cried out to God and I said, God, I need you to work on me. If something ain't right with me, fix it before I go love another man, you know? And that's real.
I be trying to tell like different friends that, because I have friends that'll go from one relationship to the next
And that ain't
and
good.
haven't resolved what problems that they have. I have a friend, she's struggling with so much.
You gonna keep getting red flags every time.
Like sometimes you got to get in therapy, you got to work on yourself, you got to do different things. And like people think, oh, well, if this next one just treat me right, then I'm gonna be fine. Nobody can guarantee you that next one is going to. You have to be mentally in a state of mind where you can walk away if that person isn't giving you what you deserve. Exactly. But a lot of women, I feel like women, a lot of times they meet a guy, they sleep with him instantly. You need to, I feel like in the first couple months, you meet that person's representative. You know, you're meeting that person's representative. You're not meeting them.
Right.
You still have to get to know them. The stuff they tell you in the beginning could be true, might not be true.
Right.
So it's like you have to actually get to know that person, because if you start sleeping with them right away, guess what? Now you attach to them in a whole different way.
And honestly, if you sleep with them so soon, I say within less than 4 weeks or 3 weeks of meeting this guy or woman, you're not gonna get the full potential of them.
And you already done invested so much by opening your legs
Yeah.
up. So it's like,
And like my mama
now
say,
your judgment is cloudy, because now you sitting there like,
Right.
you know what I mean, you believe in every little thing, or you letting somebody treat you this way or that way,
Right.
but like you have to actually just like get to know that person before
Right.
you start getting
Because you need to
attached.
see, can you tolerate them without sex? And that's how it was with my husband.
Need to see
like,
if he even gonna be there without
right.
sex.
And mine stuck around without the, you know
see
what,
that.
getting the boom boom. So I was just like, okay, this man really likes me. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of guys pressure me to do certain things, and I'm just like, the younger me would jump on it, but the age I am before I
lying.
married him, I was just like, I met another 6'6". You know, it's just like 6'6" just started coming out of nowhere. And I said,
I
I
need
didn't
to
know
make
Atlanta
him
had
over
all these
here.
tall men.
Yeah,
So
I love it.
he kept pressuring me before I married my husband. Oh, let me do that. And I was just like, ugh. I was turned off. And I was just like, okay, what can you do with me besides sex?
right.
You know, what do I like? You know, and I'm a cartoon chick. I don't too much do reality. I'll watch it every now and then, but I'll watch cartoon before I watch anything regular on TV. You know, and when I found out my husband loved cartoon, that really hit the jackpot for me.
Yeah, be a little cute.
So you
stuff.
like anime?
Yeah. I
Guys,
guess
if
because
you
I
guys
had
are trying to figure
kids.
out what's going on, so we have our relationship. We're trying to
my
add
bad,
some.
yeah.
Oh no,
I forgot
no!
what-
You 100% good. No, Sonia and I, we talked about some different things because people want to hear stuff other than just entertainment news all the time.
Got you.
They want to hear, real life stuff. They want to, hear different things. Come in, interview different people, doctors, and just different do different life stuff. So, so we're talking about relationships right now.
Right.
This is gonna be
And
part
Millie
of the
right
show.
now is the first person that was brave enough to accept the challenge and come on up here and give us a different perspective.
Yes.
So shout out to Millie right here.
Appreciate
We're
it.
loving
Thank
it. But yeah, no, go ahead.
But yeah, when it comes to cartoon, I guess because I had kids. And,
yeah.
and I ain't had no choice but to watch what they watch. So I grow to love what my babies like to watch. But now they 17 and finna be
I was
on.
gonna say, how old are they now?
Yeah.
The twins 17, Adam finna be 16, and Nina finna be 15. I gotta do roll call with these children.
Wow.
Ava finna be 14, and Jasmine, she'll be 9.
Oh wow.
So yeah. So yeah, I got when the twins graduate next year, every year a child graduate. So my nest gonna be empty very soon.
You like?
Except for one. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Do you want any more?
Yeah, we're working on it actually.
Okay.
My husband don't have kids. And I pray for that too.
Look,
I
Right.
was because my children's father is deceased. So I didn't want to deal with
Oh, he is?
I dated guys that had baby mamas, and man, when I tell you I almost went to jail 3 times behind this baby mama.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why the hell I'm going through this? And my children's father, God rest his soul, is deceased. I was like, I'm not
Wow.
dealing with this. No,
How
bro,
long
pulling
has
up
he
to
been
my house.
deceased?
April the 28th will be 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah, he was murdered. So
You guys were together for a long time.
we was married 10.
Married 10 years.
So my husband now is my second husband. So
Wow.
yeah. And that's why I thought I would never get married again. But I did. I married my children's father when I was 18. So when I turned 28, our 10th year, that's when his life got taken.
Wow.
But yeah, dealing with when I prayed, like I said, when I prayed for this husband, because a lot of my last ex, and even dealing with my children's father, when we separated, a lot of people didn't know that before his death, we was actually separated. So our arguments used to be, well, ain't no man gonna want you with all these kids. And you know what? I used to believe that. My ex
People will have
after,
you believe in anything.
yeah,
That's right.
And I mean, I was young.
Yeah.
So the guy after him, after his passing, I dated. We broke. Ain't no man gonna want you with all these kids. And I just said, well, I know I ain't ugly. I got a lot what
You
a
cute,
man
cute.
want. You know what I'm saying? And I said, well, you know what? That ain't gonna work this time, because he used to manipulate me to come back.
Yeah.
You know, and I ain't gonna lie, I was digmatized. And if not, a lot of y'all don't know what
I've
that
never
means.
been stigmatized.
Well, you ain't had no good yet then.
Right,
Because when you digmatized, baby, it's good.
Have you ever been Sonia?
Oh Lord.
But it ain't so. I mean, my bad.
Shut up, Michael.
Well, a lot of women, some women know what it means and some don't. That means it's just
I mean, I
somebody
know what
you
it mean. I
enjoy
don't
that can
think
put it down like that on
Put
you.
it on you.
Put it on you, yeah. So I was still young, because that last one was older than me too. But when I met my husband, it just like he opened my eyes to like, okay, I'm gonna break this cycle of you. I'm gonna break that cycle in you.
Somebody that
And
wants to
he
take the
did.
time to do it
And
and
he
be
did.
patient. Yeah.
Girl, he broke it.
That's true
Yeah.
love.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
get your dance up here.
You know what?
Demonetized, okay?
Well, you demonetized. Hey.
You don't twerk. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing Wayne at the club. I know.
But yeah, that was funny right there. Like that.
Stigmatized.
But yeah, I mean,
a dance
it happened.
weekend.
I know somebody 50 years old and still like that with this particular guy. He just keep mistreating her, and I'm just like, you know, like my grandma used to
Because it's
say,
good sex.
yeah. And I used to, like I told my grandma, my grandma told me, she was like, "There's plenty fish in the sea." You know how many?
It is.
You know how many digglings in Atlanta?
Yeah, it's a lot
You
of
know
them.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
It's a
Yeah,
whole lot
so
of them.
that's why
a lot of them want a lot of them, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Dinglings, I mean,
Well, that part,
You know what
yeah.
I'm
So
saying?
nowadays you gotta
So,
be careful,
you
right?
gotta be real careful. You know
definitely
what I'm
gotta
saying?
be careful on that
They'll
note
be
in
out with you
Atlanta.
at Raised on the River than be at Bulldogs. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Friday or
right.
Saturday.
That
Y'all know what
that
Bulldogs
part,
is.
girl. Ooh.
But
Don't
yeah,
get me
you know
started on
what?
that.
It's kind of like a healing journey. You know what I mean? You take yourself through after breakup, and I'm going to bring in Black China and her healing journey.
Oh, see, that was one of mine. But go ahead.
Well, go ahead and talk about it.
No, that Black China felt to be a new woman, to get into herself. She had to remove her breast implants, her
Yeah.
butt implants, and now she wants to be a brand new person. She wants to be addressed as Angela White. That's the way she signed off on her post.
Oh,
with her,
really?
With her government.
Oh,
name.
wow.
But I love me some Black China. I'm gonna post me some pictures of her today. I got
But
you. Post some.
You know what? Sometimes when certain things ain't working out for you in life, you do want to, like, be made new.
Made new.
You
You
do.
know?
You do. Are
And-
you done? Because I'm going to add some more details, too.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so Black China, like, she's a person who she didn't do the BBL. She said
Okay.
she wanted to make that be known. She said that she had the butt shots is what she did. And of course, you know,
And what they do
boobs.
to you?
So the butt shots, so I'm gonna get into that. So she was saying that basically, yes, she wanted to turn to Angela White, and she had her first surgery at the age of 19. She has had 5 surgeries. The one she just did on the 9th for her, because you know she wants to reduce the breast and a butt. The surgery she had on the 9th, because she put a video up with like her bandages and all that. That one was her 5th breast surgery alone.
Hold on. So she had the water balloons?
I don't know what all she had. Do
Well,
you
what
know
you
what
call
she had?
Not the water balloons.
But she said
them,
that-
them things,
Well,
implants.
so she says she would never do butt shots again. And she says she really recommends, like, for people, women, if you want to do it, don't do the butt shots. Because she said it's very, you can have really major complications. You really can with any surgery. But she said you can die, have crazy complications, get infections, you know, a lot of different things. And she
That's still
said
going in
that,
your bloodstream, though.
yeah. But she said she regrets doing it all. She said she's going for a full, like, healing journey. She wants to, she said she's even letting go of her long nails that she's always had.
You know what I
She's-
did? Because, baby, my nails used to be about that long. But now, because, like
can't
too
do
many
those
women be
cardi
trying me,
nails.
so I got to be at the body pissed up.
She said that basically, like, her butt surgery to remove the masses, it was supposed to be 4 hours. It was 9 hours.
She had
Because
that much
the
in it?
large silicone masses kept clogging up the machines when they
Wow.
were trying to take them out. Like, it's a lot to this. It's not just, people think, oh, let me just get these butt shots. And she said it kept clogging up the machine. So imagine having, it's supposed to be a 4-hour surgery. Now it's
Ooh.
9 hours.
That's dangerous.
Yep. And she said that she just wants to change everything. She's been posting more natural pictures and stuff too. I posted one of her and I said Black China's turned into Angela White. And
Okay.
like she has a short black haircut.
I seen that. I like that look.
looked-
She's
It
been
was
wearing
so
that shirt. She's been
cute.
wearing that. Remember to movie premiere that we went to that she was in? She's been wearing that look.
Yeah,
since
she looked very classy with that look. I seen it. I was like, oh, okay, that's Black China.
then. I didn't know it was part of a new journey though.
Yeah,
Until
she
now.
said-
Until
yeah.
now.
Sometimes it feel good though.
I'm
She
sure
said,
it
you know, she just want to like just change up. She said she feels like once she changes up all these things about herself, she'll be able to go to the next level. I don't know what her next level means, but maybe just true happiness. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But like I said, it's complications with any of the surgeries,
Mm-hmm.
but it seems like the butt shots, those might be. She said they're more dangerous than the other surgeries. I don't know much about
I
them.
didn't know that.
I
even
don't know
that they
much
were
about the
more
butt shot
dangerous
either.
because
I know about BBL.
Because they
but I
say
don't know
that
much
it-
about butt shots.
they
so.
say that the BBL was the most dangerous.
That's what I thought too. Well, because
That's
the
what
part
they
is
say.
when they take, because when they're injecting, not all doctors will have a like a sonogram to where they'll see actually where they're injecting.
Where they're injecting
Sometimes they're just injecting. It can hit your nerve. It's a lot of crazy doctors out here.
Oh, it's crazy.
So you would think butt shots would be less invasive, maybe. I don't know, but black
Man,
surgery.
that stuff go in your vein. I thought it go in your blood system.
I wish
so
her and Rob could have, really
worked it out.
Yeah, because she tried to trademark her name, Angela, Kardashian.
Kardashian, yeah.
She would have been the only black Kardashian. Like, she could have really marketed a whole
right.
bunch of stuff.
I don't think they wanted that.
No, they didn't.
They
They don't
want
want
it.
her, but they would have got it.
Right.
If I
Right.
was her, they would
They
have
didn't
got
want
it.
that. That's why the family probably interfered a lot when it came to them two dating.
Well, and she felt like they took the show away, which, I mean, they really kind of
They
did. Because
did.
even when I watch old episodes, they be telling Rob, like, if you in China, if y'all keep being toxic, the show's going to end. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have that power, you can't just say that.
Right.
But, so I don't know. But I'm glad that, like, she's going through her healing journey. She says she's changing everything about her. I don't know what else, she's going to change. But so far, she has, done the breast and the,
good for China.
Right? Yeah. Clap that out for China. I wanted to hear what her mama had to say
I'm all
about
for
it.
any
Her
black
mama
woman that want to
keep-
hear.
So now I follow her mama on TikTok.
Her mama?
Yeah, Tokyo.
Oh,
Tony. Yeah, what did
Lord.
Tokyo Tony have to say
always-
about this?
she's on
Because at
there.
first she was
You know
complaining
what?
like,
That's what she really need to heal from, if you
yeah,
ask
yeah,
me.
yeah, okay. That's
Her
what
mama.
she need therapy
Because
from. is her
mamas
mama.
can damage their own children.
Right.
And she's talking about my daughter.
Trying to have me killed.
She dealing with the Illuminati, and they
Right.
want her to kill me. Tokyo, I think she just be sitting somewhere doing drugs, and then just
Right.
be getting. I
And
mean,
see,
'cause
that's
it be
that
all over the
generational
place.
curse that she done passed through the womb
Right.
to her
Right.
child.
Right.
And now
Right.
her child has to unleash all those demons.
Yeah,
that are
that's
strapped
it.
onto her
No, that
coming out
stuff
the
is
womb.
real. You
For
right.
real.
It's real.
And I remember when Black China even talked about BBLs. She did say that they were more, safe. But a lot of men, what do you guys think about this? Because a lot of men, they feel like this whole BBL thing is a phase, and that women are going to turn around.
But they could put it in their penis now.
Put it in.
They got, you could put your fat in your penis to give you a larger penis.
Yeah. That's
You know
right.
what?
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna
I
get
actually
mad.
seen the video. I was like,
You can do anything you want to do these days.
They got lace
Apparently,
fronts
you
for
can-
men too. Shoot, actually, Jermaine Dupri looked good in his lace front.
Oh,
He
I
had
posted
wore one.
that. He had
Oh.
right. He had
It
a
looked
line
so
like it. He had
good.
a
Was he
box
going to a
from-
party?
It was like 80s party or
Yeah,
something.
had to
okay,
be.
So
I
he
was
had
say, I
little
hope he was
fade.
doing it for something.
Ooh,
Right.
they lined it up. It looked so
Oh.
real and so
I
good.
seen him. I seen him, but I said, "Oh Lord, I hope he going to a party and I keep this on."
Right. We're gonna go into
He was
Khloe
cute, wasn't
Kardashian too next. So Tristan's birthday was over the weekend. Khloe went to social media and posted this long, drawn out, talking about what a great father he is, what a great this, and this. And a lot of people got mad and were like, look, just because you have kids with him don't mean you got to do all that. Let them call him and say happy birthday. That's the only
Right.
tribute he needs.
Right.
This man has treated you like crap.
Yeah.
Don't
But
go.
see, you know what it is? It's an example of dickmatized. That's what
Michael,
dickmatized would
where's
do.
the squeaking of the
There you
bed?
go.
Right, that's
Where's
what
the squeaking-
dickmatized would
Where's the
do
squeaking
to
noise at?
you.
We need a squeaking
It
noise
had
behind
this-
that.
It had this girl
Look,
out here
when you
posting,
say-
tweeting about Tristan who done
When
done
you say
out.
David time, we need to hear that squeak noise.
Exactly. Right.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, she's
Another
right
one
there.
dickmatized.
She was typing and she was thinking about that bed
Here she
squeaking.
is. Here she is.
Right.
I'm like-
Here she is. His
Right,
birthday.
right, there you go.
Right, that's exactly what she was doing. But she went on and did a huge, she's like, you're such a great father, you're a great brother, you're a great uncle.
She doing too much.
She was like, I love the way you dance silly with the kids, the way
Exactly.
you, your bedtime rituals, I guess he read books to him. She said, and you know, the way when you carpool, and she went on and on and on. And
Did she say
everybody-
carpool?
The way, yeah, he does the carpooling. So sometimes he'll
Oh.
take Dream and True and a couple, yeah. That's
Yeah,
what she talked about.
That's pure dick material.
Everybody,
Exactly.
Ain't no other way to put it.
And,
Her mind is
Yeah.
gone.
I wouldn't even say that much about my baby daddy.
I mean, it's just a lot. But you know, when Khloe first got with him, he was 26. Now he's only 32. That's how old he just turned. And so he's younger than her. And honestly, right now, the Kardashians are talking about getting him help. There's no help he needs. Like, it's just cheating. It's not,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, something y'all can get him help for. Like, he can't stop it like it's an addiction. He just cheats.
right.
And it's that payback. you know she getting what she dished out. She
Yeah.
took that man from his pregnant girlfriend, deuces, posted pictures the next day from the hotel room, like, this my new boo.
Yep, she's just getting back. Hey, karma is a bitch.
The thing is, he decided who he wants to be a good father to, because his baby with the other girl that he had sex with the night of his birthday, their child name is Theo. He still hasn't met that child. So my thing is, even if you have a problem with her, that's still your child. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be such a good father, I need to be there for my kids. Be there for that one. You know what I'm saying? You still haven't met him.
Yeah, because children
As
don't
last
deserve
time
that.
I've known, he still hadn't. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you want to be grandfather. You want to be the best dad and everything.
But you know what? I can't say this when a man, put it like this, if they don't want nobody to know about the pregnancy, for one,
right?
okay,
He ain't gonna have nothing to do with them.
And being a black man, they're not gonna have nothing to do with that baby. But if you keep it on the hush,
Only the
which it shouldn't be like that, because you went in raw, or however you did it, you shouldn't like put that child in that predicament of not being there, because you knew what you were doing when you dived in raw, for one.
And it was the day, like, Chloe threw him a huge birthday party.
But it's all because that baby mama started messy.
He flew out that night, went back to where he was playing. The girl who is like the one of the kind of trainers or whatever, she fit into physical fitness and stuff with the team. They got together that night. When he flew, like, that's why Kim was like, "What the fuck?" He left the party that you threw him, flew back, and they got together.
Because you know what, he know she gonna accept
She
the
ain't going nowhere.
BS. Yeah, he know she ain't going nowhere, and men only do what you allow.
That's right.
Only.
Yeah,
That's it.
And they will do whatever you allow.
right.
So I just kind of like I said, a lot of us was talking about on social media, and we were like, Chloe needs a Chloe. Like, she's so dedicated. When his mom died, because now he doesn't have his mom. Chloe got Kim's jet, her private plane, and took him. What was it? Toronto?
Yeah.
Wherever his mom
Wherever
was
it
living. Yeah. And
I'm surprised she ain't paid for the funeral. She gonna do it all.
Chloe goes in hard
gonna do
when
it
she
all.
loves, and when she just wants to be
But
loved.
it's a difference
sad.
between wanting to be loved and being stupid.
Yeah, she's
stupid.
Yeah.
Oh my
I don't
god.
know. This is crazy.
That's why I be
What
praying.
about that guy who came on was in the news saying that he had 7 baby mamas and it's all their fault? They shouldn't have laid down with him. They know what type of man
Well, you
he
know
is.
what? Now, me and my husband,
He
we
did
was
have a
like,
point though. He said, "I didn't want the kids."
especially if he tell you.
Yeah,
He said, "I don't want the kids." And this is the thing: a lot of men, which I'm gonna be honest, this is probably not gonna be with popular belief, but it's up to the woman. You know what I'm saying? Whether the man really gets no say so. You know what I mean? Like, if the woman has the baby. So for I definitely ain't taking up for him, because I think he's just trifling.
Right.
But like,
But why you
if they
think
don't
he's
want a
trifling?
kid-
Because
I mean-
I think it's trifling when a man don't tell you and you get stuck.
True.
But if a man straight up honest with you and you still get on the pum pum, that's your dumb ass fault.
See, I wonder when he.
But
told
then he
them,
should have
though.
strapped up. What about
Right.
that part?
But sometimes women want it raw too now. Now you know the risk you taking when you know a condom gonna dry you out. You gonna be like, oh man, come on, hit it raw. Hit that blunt, take that shot, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it ain't all on him, because a woman know what they getting themselves into, letting the man hit raw. So
Maybe the condom broke. Maybe that happened.
7 times. So
Yeah,
look, I'm still.
look, I'm gonna give you the dummy face.
Right. Look, I'm still gonna stick on it. Now I know that the men, especially men I have talked to, they like, I don't even like condoms, and I want to feel it, and I'm going in raw, and I'm taking that risk or whatever.
Like this, okay.
I know, right? But we ain't talking about my relationship. I'm just saying in
Ah,
general.
so you can talk about stuff in general.
She
right?
like,
I'm talking about
heard.
in general. Yeah,
Right.
these are the things that I've heard.
You heard.
All
Right.
right, word on the street.
Ah.
So they want to go in raw. They want to feel it. I be like, now this chick done been all around the block. All y'all know it, and everybody done hit it. Why you going in raw? He's
I
like,
never heard Sonya talk like this.
He said, I just had to feel it. I wanted to feel it. I didn't want no condom on. I wanted to see what it was like. I wanted to
Right.
see what the skins felt like.
Right.
I had to
They
go
know what the
inside.
skin feel like already. But okay.
Not on that one.
Not on that
So
one.
he said, I
Hey,
had to
all
go in.
coochies are different
All
now.
right, and that's new coochie.
You got
so,
some hallways, open wide. They don't have that grip. And then you got some grippers.
Oh my gosh, y'all
So,
are too funny.
but like,
Right.
like I tell my son, like I have my sons is 6 feet.
Your son is 6
The
feet?
twins, all three of my boys, they very tall.
Really?
So yeah,
How old are your twins again?
they 17.
Oh,
So they hitting that stage, and I just be like, dude.
What you mean hit? They probably already.
No, oh no. I say I'm that type of mama you could talk to.
But
They
it's
wear-
still the mama. I don't know if they'll tell you.
Now look, like I said, I growed up with them. I got pregnant with them at 18, my senior year. So it was like I was growing up with them, honestly. So when it come to talking, if I had to go to mama mode, meaning I'm finna put my hands on you. But
We ain't
when
gonna talk.
right, but when my sons, I know I was 17 once because I was dating their dad at 17, so I know it's around the corner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For boys, it happened way before.
Man,
Usually
what?
before 17.
Like my son, he
but-
made that joke like, "Can I get a 2-pack, please?" And I was just like, he didn't think.
a 2-pack of condoms.
Yes, he didn't think about him just saying 2-pack. I wouldn't know what he was talking about. I said, Amari,
You try to
dude,
put him on mode.
don't play. Yeah, I said, don't play with me, boy.
So you think they haven't had sex?
No, they ain't had. Nah, he trying. I know he trying because he keep trying to go to the movie so bad. But like I say, I was that age
So
not
really,
too
because
long
you know,
ago.
these days,
Hey, I'm
men
all up
at
in my
14.
kid business. I'm going through your room. I'm doing everything because a lot of parents they feel like when
so
they
they
kids
really
get a,
not sexually active yet.
no, he ain't ready for that.
So
He-
you ain't
but
like
he
Boosie.
honestly, he
Boosie
said
hired
he,
a woman to do it with his son
see, I ain't paying for no what.
to break his
Bye.
virginity. He ain't want him to be no
He
virginity.
better break it with his hand. But like I told my son, I said, okay, y'all getting near to that time because y'all gonna be 18 next year. I said, please try to wait, please. Whatever you do, just try. Cause he got this little particular little girl. Her mom done gave her a car, and she just, can I come get him? Can I come get him? Can I come get him? And I'm like, no, baby, stay at home. Cause I know what it is. When I used to go on dates, I know what I did.
So
you
they
know?
can't date right now.
No. I let them date.
Okay.
But like I told my son, we can't stop our kids from doing certain things. We're not with them 24/7.
Right.
We're not with them all the time. But I do
They
try to school
losing their
them.
virginities at 13. these
Man,
days.
what? Trust me, I know. My niece had a baby at 13. Trust me, I know. But yeah, I try to teach and tell my son, if you gonna do it, don't be stupid. Don't let a girl ever talk you out of not wearing one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I said, because you might not know the sensation of when you finna explode, and I'm not being nobody grandmama early because I'm only 36, so I want to get to enjoy life when they graduate,
Right.
or,
You like, don't bring no.
yeah, I said, please don't bring no babies home early because I try to teach them on waiting on marriage and the importance of waiting. But, they teenagers, this generation is wild.
Generation is different.
Yeah, it
Sure,
ain't.
even in our generation, I knew people that was having sex in junior high.
Yeah. Yeah,
For real.
I wasn't that bad, but I did some stuff. And then it's so hard to talk to your kids when they ask you. You be like, stay in a child's
Stay in a
place.
child's place.
But
We
you know
talking
what?
about you,
I
not
try
me.
to
That's
keep it
what-
real with them because they gonna go through certain things in life, and when it hit, they gonna be like, damn, my mama told me that. So I try to teach them certain things that I've been through at their age, and things that I done. I said, well, I ain't no saint, but I did some stuff. I used to steal cars.
I love
did
your
some
voice.
stuff.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they said, Mom, you took cars. I said, well, yeah.
You like, I did some stuff.
I did some stuff, but it was so much of helping my siblings out, and I
put
learned.
it
I
on
was
that.
driving at 12 years old.
Yeah.
So,
I
cause
drove
my brother, Brian, don't get mad at me, but he used to drink a lot.
Brian, don't get mad.
Yeah, don't get mad. B, don't get mad.
Her dad be
He's the-
watching. We'd be like, don't get mad.
Yeah, he used to drink a lot, and he'll call the house phone, and he'd be like, Punch. That's my family nickname. I got so many names.
Mine is Snooky.
He'd be like, Punch,
Crazy.
I need you to come get me, go get the keys. And I said, man, I can't take the car. Daddy and mama gonna whoop me. And he said,
You did it
I need to
anyway.
get home. And I said, where are you? So back then, they didn't have no GPS.
Right.
Right.
So he said, Wayfield used to be Wayfield Foods on Boulder Crest. He said, do you know how to get to the park of Boulder Crest? I said, yes. And nobody never taught me how to drive. So my crazy behind put the car in neutral because my parents had a steep hill. I put the car in neutral, and because that's how you get it down the hill without cranking it. So I put it in neutral and just keep my foot on the brake and roll it down the hill. And then I crank it up at the bottom of the hill so my parents wouldn't hear it.
You had a whole plan.
Okay.
I mean, I learned from them.
Now
you
wait,
know?
is that the only car you stole? Was your parents' cars, or it was out in the street?
No, it was
Pop
family.
the lock.
It was family. No, I ain't do it like that.
Well,
It's
busted
still
with
like
the-
mama and
But
daddy's
it's still
car.
stealing because it was my parents. Because if I could have raked it, then what? You
Yeah,
know what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
They
true.
got to pay that person. So it's still stealing because I took their car without permission.
That's
and then I
true.
was only 12.
Yeah, I
So-
did that too. I might have been younger than 12.
So my brother, only way I learned how to drive, he said, do you know what? He asked me what every color light mean at the traffic light. And I told him, he said, now when you see a cop, he said, keep your head straight. If you look at him, he going to pull you over.
Yeah.
And back then I had long hair, like about right here. So I brushed my hair down to
Took
make
out
me
a
look.
ponytail.
Yeah, and I snuck out some pillows out my grandma's living room couch so I could say hi. You know, so I
Wow.
did. Yeah, I did. Cause my brother, that little joker was my heart. Like, you know, if I broke a fingernail in high school, he'll come get me just to go get my nails fixed. That's the kind of brother I have. You know.
Y'all are real
So
close.
yeah.
I wish I had
So
siblings.
I went. He said, whatever you do, don't go over that double line. Cause he said if you go over that line on the street, you are gonna hit that car. So he said stay in the line. And when I tell you, I wasn't scared. That was the crazy part. I was not scared driving on the street at 12 years old, 1 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't scared. And I made it to my brother, and I drove him all the way back home. And after that, he just started letting me drive. And I ain't,
he started letting you drive, but your parents didn't.
No, my parents didn't. No.
my
I
best
ain't get my
friend
license
growing
until I
up-
turned 18 my senior year.
My best
I didn't
friend
get no
growing up
learners.
decided to take the car one time and take me with her. She hit all these cars. Like, we was downtown. Her sister was inside the jail seeing her boyfriend, her older sister. She wasn't supposed to be there seeing him, so she lied and said she was taking us somewhere. And she left us in the car. I'm 14. My best friend was 15. We got tired of waiting in the car. My best friend was like, let's roll. I'm like, all right. I never drive before. She hadn't either. She put the car in drive. We going through downtown. She hitting cars. Everybody, all the cars that's on the line.
So what happened to y'all?
She hitting cars. She going through and we in downtown Cincinnati. Cops right there. Cop on a motorcycle. Another cop. We hitting driving like hitting
all the car.
going like this, and she was too close to him, so she sideswiped everybody. Cops jumped. Cops put their sirens on. They coming after us. She's like, should we make a run for it? Because if we don't, we gonna get in trouble. So we got to make a run for it. I'm like, all right, I guess. She
You
rolling
down
through.
for
We tried to
whatever.
outrun the cops. They got us because another cop pulled up in front. They
Stop trying.
blocked us off. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a
Did y'all go to
crazy
jail?
and I thought that if you with somebody back in the
Yeah,
day,
they'll
like
lock
an
you up with
accomplice,
them.
That's what I thought. But now when they driving, it's only the driver's fault. Because I started telling them, I'm like, I know I'm an accomplice. Because they start, they put her in the car handcuffed her. I was like, I'm okay. He's like, you're not an accomplice. He was like, you weren't driving. Because it's not like
wow.
right. You don't have control over that
I
person.
thought
driving.
maybe that's just Georgia, because baby, when they lock up one person, they gonna check everybody.
But not if you not drive. Because legally, I didn't do anything wrong. I was in the passenger seat with my
Well, true.
belt on.
Okay.
And she actually ended up getting charges for all of us, like because they were kids. I was a kid, really. So it was crazy.
So
But
did
we've all done-
the parents' insurance pay?
So while we were down at the jail, because that's where they took us, they had to go back to the actual jail where her sister was. Because remember, she don't know none of this happened. So she come out. And cops out there waiting on her to take her to the police station. That's what it was.
I would have bust out
Crazy
crying. I'm too
night.
pretty for jail.
I heard that. Now look, I gotta tell mine real quick.
Okay.
So my cousin convinced me. I can put my glasses on so my daddy won't see my eyes. Daddy, it wasn't my fault. Okay. Like he always told me every time we got in trouble.
They cute.
They are
Thank
cute.
you.
I like them.
Thank you. But every time we got in trouble, Daddy, it wasn't my fault. My cousins
Michael,
talked
look
me
at
into everything. And so she said, let's steal my daddy's car. I said, I don't want to steal the car. Yeah, let's go. It's going to be fun. I said, okay, let's do it. It's your daddy car. You know what I mean?
wow.
I
Yeah.
probably won't be in trouble. When she said, yeah, we're going to, he works overnight. And so we're going to drive the car. We're going to joyride. And we're going to get back home long before he gets off work.
We be having a whole plan.
All right. I'm like, cool. So we get out to the car. She was like, okay, drive. I said, drive. She said, I don't know how to drive. I said, I don't either. And we had to be maybe 10 years old, something like that. And so she was like, come on, you can do it, cuz. You got it, cuz. Come on,
Hyping
let's
you
go.
up.
Hyping me up. So I get out there. we get in the car. I started up. I figure it out. I had never touched the car before. So I figured out everything to start it up and get it out the driveway. And then we got up to the first stoplight. She was like, yeah. I was like, what we do now? She said, let's go down this way. So we make
We
a
be
right.
the blind leading the blind.
Exactly.
Right. It really do.
We make a right onto the main street, to the main busy street, 127th and Vermont we were at in Chicago. So we made a right turn. I made a right turn. And we were driving. I said, yeah, I do got this. I got this. Hey.
They don't
hyped you up.
Right.
Don't even know what the street lights mean.
Exactly. And I was just keeping it straight and just paying attention to the street lights. But when you say the lines, I ain't learned about that till I knew how to really drive. So all I do was just keep the car steady. And I probably couldn't even see the lines. I was so short and little in the car. So I'm driving it, and we were making it. Cars were passing by. I was driving probably like 15 miles an hour. So cars were passing by, and I was like, yeah, all right.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, driving. All right, so we get from 127 to 119th, and the car goes.
It
Was
ran
you
out of
running out of
gas?
gas?
We didn't know what was going on. I said, the car is broken. She said, oh,
said
my God.
broken.
She said, oh, my God, you killed my daddy's car. I said, "Now you killed it. You stole this. I didn't do
Did
it.
you hear this?
You
Killed
killed
it?
You killed the car." So
You
now
want to hype me up.
right now the car is dead. Yeah, I said, "I'm sorry." You know, she told me I killed the car. I'm thinking I killed the car. So we sitting there, we crying now. We like, the car is dead. We dead. Once dead to get home. We
How
know
did
it's
y'all
over
get
with.
home?
So this man came and tapped on the window because we are at the red light, stopped, completely at a stop.
Wow.
So the man tapped on the window. Hey, you ladies all right? And we looked at each other, ladies.
Y'all like, nah. Right, y'all like, we little girls,
Right,
but okay.
Are y'all all right? Well, we don't know what's wrong with the car. Stop. He's like, you don't know what's wrong with it? I said, no. So then he came and he looked and he said, you out of gas. That's what's wrong with it. I said, oh, no. All right. So now her dad came, my uncle and aunt, and called my mama, because I was spending the night over her house. So now my mama had to be called, everybody.
You know, everybody in the family know.
Right. The whole family is woke. Now they done call all the sisters. My mama got a bunch of sisters that all lived on the south
whole
side in the
family.
near area. The
Oh,
whole
wow.
family is on red alert, waiting on us to come home now. So I said, what happened with the car anyway? Why did it stop? Did I break the car? He said, no, I keep just enough gas in there because I got 6 badass kids.
Wow.
And I'm waiting on one of y'all to steal the car.
My dad used to do the same thing. It'd be
Right.
like a knot
a
from empty.
little bit of gas.
And then he used to put like a little mark or a stick under the tires. See,
Yeah.
I guess by him thinking I was young,
yeah.
I didn't pay attention to what he was doing.
Uh-huh.
And I had to warn my brothers. I said, y'all, daddy marks the way he parked his tires. And they were like, what you mean, Punchy? I said, the stick that you broke,
Uh-huh.
daddy gonna know you took the car.
That's right.
I said, now we gotta find another skinny stick.
Yeah.
And I go find the stick and lay it right back. And I said, daddy wheel was turned. Like, you know, I used to.
siblings to do all that
Yeah,
kind of
see,
stuff.
I used to warn my siblings when they took my parents' car. You know, daddy used to mark it. He'll leave enough gas to get them to the station.
Right.
And he'll put something behind that first tire to know if we move that car or not.
Uh-huh.
But he didn't know all the time I was learning what he was doing.
Yeah.
To tell your brother.
To tell them.
Yeah.
And I used to
That is
charge
so
my
cool.
siblings for stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
they'll
For
tell you.
I
information.
got the intel.
Yeah, and they would pay me.
That is funny. You had your own side
Man,
of
what?
hustle.
My mama said I was a hustler since I was a little girl.
Yeah, I think Michael about to kick us out.
Yes.
So,
Look, we ain't talking about my t-shirt.
guys, we hope you
Usher in
all
Vegas.
enjoyed.
Uh-oh.
Oh yes, we were all over the place tonight. Yo, we're gonna get it together and have segments and talk about other stuff, relationship stuff, you know, entertainment news, and just, you know, a whole bunch of other topics. But thank you for joining us tonight.
I
know they like,
enjoyed it.
what the hell they doing tonight? All right, guys, follow me. I'm your girl, Shanisa Whitehead on Facebook, Shanisa W on Instagram, and SCW News on TikTok.
I know I'm going to the ring tonight. All right, so
ready now?
I am She Show Out Media on all platforms. Sonia Jackson on Facebook. Hey.
And on what Millie said on IG, follow your girl.
All right, guys.
Hey.
Twerk for us, girl.
Huh?
I said twerk.
Girl.